Welcome to HouseLux Estate, your one-stop channel for all the financial guidance you need. We're all about helping you navigate the financial maze with ease, and today we're discussing a topic that's crucial to many: managing credit card debt. It's a burden that can weigh heavy, but it doesn't have to be a life sentence. There are strategies to reduce this debt, and they don't involve declaring bankruptcy. So without further ado, let's delve into the top strategies for reducing credit card debt without bankruptcy. Firstly, it's important to understand what credit card debt is and how it affects you. Credit card debt is the balance that you owe to your credit card company. It accumulates when you use your credit card to make purchases but don't pay off the full balance each month. Instead, you carry over a portion of the balance, which then attracts interest. This interest is added to your balance, causing the total amount you owe to grow. Over time, this can spiral into a significant debt, impacting your financial health. It can lower your credit score, make it harder to obtain loans in the future, and even lead to legal action if left unaddressed. Furthermore, the stress of mounting debt can take a toll on your mental well-being. Now that we have a better understanding of credit card debt, let's explore the strategies to reduce it. The first strategy for reducing credit card debt is through budgeting. Now, budgeting might sound like a chore or something only accountants do, but it's actually a powerful tool that can help anyone take control of their finances. So what exactly is budgeting? Well, in its simplest form, budgeting is about understanding how much money you have coming in and how much you have going out. It's about making sure that the former is always greater than the latter. Creating a budget can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be. You could use a pen and paper, a spreadsheet, or even a dedicated budgeting app. The key is to find a method that works for you and stick with it. Start by listing all your sources of income. This could be your salary, any side gigs you might have, or even the money you make from selling your old stuff online. Next, list all your expenses. This includes everything from your monthly rent or mortgage payment to your grocery bills, and of course your credit card debt. Once you have all this information, it's time to start making some decisions. Look at where your money is going and ask yourself if there are any areas where you could cut back. Maybe you're spending a little too much on takeout, or perhaps you could switch to a cheaper phone plan. The goal here is not to deprive yourself, but to make conscious decisions about where your money is going. Every dollar you save is a dollar that can go towards paying off your credit card debt. And that's the real beauty of budgeting. It gives you the power to decide how you want to spend your money. Instead of feeling like you're constantly trying to catch up, you can plan ahead and make progress towards your financial goals. Remember, the aim is not to create a perfect budget from day one. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. So don't be too hard on yourself if you make mistakes or if things don't go exactly as planned. Just keep going and keep refining your budget as you learn more about your spending habits. Remember, a well-planned budget is the first step towards financial freedom. The second strategy is the Debt Snowball method. This approach, popularized by financial guru Dave Ramsey, is a step-by-step process designed to help you tackle your credit card debt, one card at a time. So, how does it work? Picture a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it continues to roll, it picks up more snow and grows larger. The Debt Snowball method follows a similar principle. You start by focusing on your smallest debt first, while still making minimum payments on your other debts. Once the smallest debt is entirely paid off, you roll the money you are paying on that debt into the next smallest debt. Just like a snowball, your debt payments grow larger and gain momentum as you knock out each debt. One major benefit of the Debt Snowball method is the psychological boost it offers. Paying off the smallest debt first provides a quick win, which can be incredibly motivating. It's all about creating a sense of accomplishment. Each time you pay off a debt, you're proving to yourself that you can indeed conquer your debt. Another advantage is that it simplifies the repayment process. By focusing on one debt at a time, you're less likely to miss payments, and it becomes easier to manage your finances. However, it's important to note that this method isn't always the most cost-effective. You could end up paying more interest over time if your larger debts also have higher interest rates. But if motivation and simplicity are important to you, then the Debt Snowball method might be your best bet. Remember, the goal isn't just to get out of debt, it's to stay out of debt. And the Debt Snowball method is one of the tools that can help you achieve that. It's all about taking control of your financial situation, one small step at a time. With the Debt Snowball method, you can gain momentum in paying off your debts. So, are you ready to start rolling your debt snowball? The third strategy is the debt avalanche method. Picture an avalanche, a small disturbance at the peak of a mountain that gradually gains momentum, turning into a powerful force that sweeps away everything in its path. That's what the debt avalanche method does to your debts. Unlike the debt snowball method, which focuses on eliminating the smallest debts first, the debt avalanche method advises you to tackle your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest. The idea here is to prevent your debt from growing exponentially due to high interest rates. Here's how it works. First, you list all your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest. Then, you make the minimum payments on all your debts, but for the debt with the highest interest rate, you contribute as much money as you can afford. Once you've paid off that debt, you move to the next highest interest rate, and so on, until all your debts are cleared. The advantage of the debt avalanche method is that it can save you a significant amount of money in the long term. High interest rates can quickly add up, causing your debt to snowball. By focusing on these debts first, you're cutting down the potential for growth, similar to stopping an avalanche before it gains full momentum. However, the debt avalanche method requires discipline and patience. It might take longer to see the results because you're tackling the larger debts first, but remember, this method is about the long game. Just like an avalanche, this strategy has a slow start. But once you get that first high-interest debt out of the way, you'll start to see the power of the debt avalanche method. You'll feel the relief of seeing your debt reduce faster and faster, just as an avalanche gains speed as it barrels down a mountain. The debt avalanche method can save you money in the long run by targeting the highest interest debts first. It's a powerful strategy to consider when looking to conquer your credit card debt once and for all. The fourth strategy is negotiating with your creditors. Now, this might seem intimidating, but it's a legitimate method to alleviate some of the burden of your credit card debt. Let's break it down. Creditors, in most cases, would rather receive some payment rather than none at all. This is where negotiation comes into play. You can reach out to them, explain your financial situation, and propose a lower interest rate or a manageable repayment plan. This is not a one-size-fits-all strategy, though. The outcome of your negotiation depends on several factors like your credit history, your current financial situation, and your relationship with the creditor. If you've been a loyal customer and have a good payment record, your chances of success are higher. Now, to do this effectively, you need to be prepared. Know your numbers, understand the terms and conditions of your credit card agreement, and be clear and honest about your ability to pay. Aim to strike a balance between what you can realistically afford and what your creditor is willing to accept. Remember, the goal here is to reduce your credit card debt, not to get a free pass. So be respectful and professional. These negotiations can be tough, but they can also lead to significant savings in the long run. So take that step. Make that call. Your financial future could be just a conversation away. Remember, communication is key. Don't be afraid to negotiate with your creditors. In conclusion, managing credit card debt is crucial for financial stability. We've explored various strategies today, from understanding the nature of your credit card debt to budgeting your income and expenses. We've also looked at the debt snowball and debt avalanche methods, each with its own set of advantages for different financial scenarios. We discussed the art of negotiating with creditors, a skill that could be a game changer in your debt management journey. Each of these strategies is a tool designed to help you gain control over your financial situation. But remember, these tools are only effective if they are used. The importance of taking action to reduce your credit card debt cannot be overstated. It's your money, your life, and ultimately, your peace of mind. Thank you for tuning in to House Lux Estate. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more financial guidance. Remember, the journey to financial freedom begins with a single step.